Okay, hopefully that should get me something. Not sure why I'm having to go to a backup. Good job I have all these backups. So I'm having to go to a backup mic because for some reason it's not picking up the fact that I've got my Rode wireless mics connected. Okay, hopefully that should get me something. Yeah, there we go. We got something. It will not be as good as normal, but some people will say, well, that's good because you're normally crap anyway, Gary. I wonder why it's not picking up the Rode mic. Let me just check, and I'll do this very quickly, and then we'll get on with doing our things that we're meant to be here for. There's sound. Rode. Let's try doing this. Let's turn it off. And we'll turn it back on again. See if that helps. I don't know. Don't you just hate technology? So let me check the Rode app. So the Rode app is connected. So it's my Mac is seeing it. Ah, there we go. So now we should have the Rode mic. Hopefully that's all going. Anyway, hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's live stream. And every week it lets me down. Beauties of live streaming, eh? Yes, I can hear myself on my Rode mic now. Okay, let's get on with things, shall we? Let's take a look at the weather. You see, there's the button. So the current temperature here in Secret Harbour in Western Australia, 15 Celsius, so it's not bad, it's fairly mild. So 15 Celsius, that's about 59 Fahrenheit. Looking forward though to the week because Monday, tomorrow, we got 29 degrees. Looking forward to that. And then we've got some nice 20s for most of the week. Really liking it now, it's warming up. So that's the weather. Let's come back to me. Today's mug, there we go, we got the Avengers. Right, let me get to the comments and we'll take a look at the comments. Let me just close down these things I don't need anymore. Don't need that, don't need that. And fetch forward Chrome, there we go. So, wow, up to the top. David, welcome to you, David. Greetings from the Texas capital city of Austin, where it's currently 17 Celsius or 62 Fahrenheit. And drizzly and wet and kind of yuck. Yeah, I hate the drizzle. I'd rather have it rain or I'd rather have it sun. It's that middle thing which is really miserable, isn't it? David, happy All Saints Day Sunday. Steve, hi Steve, bye-bye. Daylight time in the US tonight. 66 Fahrenheit in beautiful Utah right now. Yes, so from next week, New York time, I think it'll be 7:30 p.m. New York time that the stream will be going out. Kay Rye, welcome to you. Good evening all. It's 50 Fahrenheit or 10 Celsius in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. It's been very windy here due to Hurricane Melissa. My neighbour had a big tree fall on their house, but only the top branches hit. Oh, that's at least it was only the top branches. Oh, the damage that would have done if it had been the full tree. Kiss My, welcome to you, Kiss My. Evening all, 7 Celsius or 44 Fahrenheit here this morning and evening. David, hi Stephen, thanks. I totally forgot about the time change. Yeah, I'm glad I live in Western Australia where we don't have that problem. Jim, hello from Harper's Ferry in West Virginia. Welcome to you, Jim, where it's 51 Fahrenheit or 10.5 Celsius. I don't know, I'm coughing already. A bit of a frog in my throat today. David, so we've got some highs there. David also, sorry, totally forgot. And we got some more highs. David, Mike is muted. Yeah, this was one of the times when I'd done everything right and it still didn't work. I tell you, one of these days, I'm going to surprise myself and everything will work the first time. And yeah, the Goat Girl, welcome to you. Hi, hi everybody. I don't know, my voice going all over there. Jim Edwards, hi all, 54 degrees Fahrenheit in Georgia. Then we've got a hair going back there. Welcome to you, Jim, as well. Actually using this pen this week at the moment. So that's inked up. That's, oh, it's beautiful. Kiss my, oh no, we need subtitles, lol. No, I'm afraid subtitles wouldn't have actually got much with the words I was saying. Tony, welcome to you, Tony. Hello, everyone, for a change. I am. Yep, it's what, 12:30 that we started over in the UK, so a little bit nicer time. David, this part of the programme has been offered as a service to our hearing impaired viewers. Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you, I don't know what it is with technology recently. Tom, hello all. The Goat Girl, 63 Fahrenheit or 17 Celsius in Fort Worth. Jim, can anyone read lips? K. Ryan, then we've got some hellos there. Marcy Me, welcome to you. Coming in from North Texas, where it's 68 Fahrenheit or 17 Celsius. I'm just going to turn down my preview volume a little bit. I don't need to hear it that loud now. Then we've got some years when I got that mic going. We go up. Get to here we go. Tom, all's well. Busy. Sound all on. Yeah, it sounds there. The Goat Girl, what was that beautiful pen find you got today? We've got another how are you there. Steve, if you made videos more often, you would not have sound issues. Ha, yeah. I don't know why. It only seems to be on my lives that I've been having technical problems. My normal videos that I do, most of the time, there's not any problems. I've had a couple recently where my camera hasn't fully recorded. What that ended up being, I don't know, because I think it's my phone's so old. It's an iPhone 11 Pro, so it's what, 5-6 years old now. Saving up to get a new one, but that won't be for a year or two. iPhone. Tempted by the 809 at all, I wonder. I'll tell you something, I am. I like the look of that, but it's like everything. So many pens I like, not enough money to buy them with. But yeah, that looks nice, that M809. That's the all black one. Andreas, g'day from Brisbane. Welcome to you. Sunny. I had 10 centimetre hail last night, so enjoying the sun. I bet you are. Tony, for a change, I'm on the South Hampshire coast in the UK. 8 degrees at 12:30 a.m. The Goat Girl, my sound is fine, thank you. We've got some hellos there. Andreas, funny, but the stereo mic sounds mono because it's on one side of your body. Yeah, so there are two mics going here, and they combine their feed into one to make a proper full stereo. So I've got this one on my body, which is what I'm, which really catches my voice. I've got another one down on the table. That's like the desk, to pick up the writing and stuff. So between them, when I'm doing the lives, I can't balance it. When I'm doing my normal videos, what I do is I'm able to boost the sound from both of them to get a more, hopefully, stereo sounding sound when I'm doing my normal videos. Hello there from Tom. Welcome to you, Tom. Marcy Me, I did the gorgeous pen and price. Holding out, I've received 3 more other Pelicans to share. Awesome. Yeah, that 809 though, really like the look of that. We got hi to the Goat Girl. Any new pet? Oops, I've lost it again. Well, I lose things easy, especially my marbles. Any new pens since last week? Tom, nothing new. Enjoying Asvine V800 I got about 10 days ago. Jim, I got my first Delta, a reservoir with a flex fine nib. I haven't tried a. I've got one June Delta, which is my June. I really like that, so I do need to get some more of those. Again, same problem with that Pelican. So many pens I'd like to buy, so little money. Blessings there from Marcy Me. The Goat Girl, which colour? Inquiring Minds was singing its praise. Yeah, I've seen a few reviews on the V800 where they've all been saying how nice it is. And got some hellos there. Tom, to Jim, what do you think of the Delta Flex Nib? I was thinking of getting one. Again, we got some hellos. David, to Marcy Me, which Pelicans did you get? And then K Rye, I've got a V800 on order, looking forward to receiving it. Yeah, I need to get some more Asvine pens. Again, same issue, but now in the run up to my Yankee Countdown, be interesting to see if I've got any coming from Elaine. Kiss My, David, to what David asked. David, you beat me to the punch. The girl asking me, you got a pelican? Do tell. Andreas, I fell down a rabbit hole this week. Well, perhaps a pelican hole. Awesome. I like that idea, a pelican hole. There you go there. The girl to K Rye, what colour of the Asvine V800? Kiss My, loving the 12:30 starts already. I bet you are. I mean, that hour will make a big difference. Jim to Tom, hey Tom, it writes nice and wet, but haven't tried pushing it yet. Tom, the clear V800, but I also got a few colours that I haven't inked yet. Marcy Me, I finally received 2 Pelicans that I ordered in June with an August delivery expectation, and 1 more in a mystery box. The Goat Girl, do you mean Asvines or inks? And then K Rice, clear silver acrylic with a stub nib. That sounds like, oh, stub nib. Oh, bet that's nice. David to Marcy Me, well, better late than never, I guess. I'm glad that you finally got them. Wow, lots more to go. Come on, come on. There we go. I'm back up to the top. Tom, I've got a few V800s in various colours. One medium and one 1.1 that I haven't inked yet, but the clear medium is great. Tony, after getting my first SD at the Commonwealth Show, I've just bought a Charlie Brown. I've never really tried an SD yet. That's, again, it's like everything else. I'd love to try it. It's just getting around to it. Tony, after getting my first... Oh, and I've just said that one. I don't know. Losing my marble again. Andreas, I saw the new M809 Darth Vader pen and decided I had to have it. I bet, oh, awesome. Having broken the seal on smaller pens, I also the 2 M600 Art Series, Glauco, Cambon and Rudy Rother. Oh yes, I'm so jealous. I think that M809, yeah, it looks so nice. I might have to see in January, instead of getting the pen the pens I was looking for, I might maybe have to go for that 809. Jim, you must be having some Wi-Fi issues as it was periodically cutting out then coming back. Yeah, that does happen occasionally. I'm not sure if it's so much the Wi-Fi as it's the YouTube and the way it processes the things for my connection. The Goat Girl to K Rye, nice. David, let me just, there we are. My wife is in Fort Worth, so I took a road trip to Drumgools today. What's this? While the wife's away, we do things I wasn't using and got a Patron of the Arts Copernicus fountain pen and a Mont Blanc Barley Grain Gold Legrand. Oh, they sound nice. The Goat Girl. Marcy Me. Then to Andreas, it's got a kind of Annabelle Ragdoll pick-me load going for it at the in the go. Marie has any. Okay, let's go back. I don't know what's happening today with my road stuff. I'll have a look at that in a bit. I wonder if it's to do with the cable. I'll have to have a look at that. Anyway, so hopefully we should have sound back now. Okay, let's go back. Right, there we go. Yep, so we've got a couple of no sounds. Not sure. I don't know what's happening. I wonder if it's to do with the cable. I'll have to have a look at that. Anyway, so hopefully we should have sound back now. I've lost me place now. Let me get back here. Okay, Tony, the Charlie Brown is enamelled metal body and mine a standard webcam. Lovely writer, Gary. Estes are well worth a look. The Charlie Brown was £85. That's not bad. Tom got the sound back. David, I will post pictures in Discord lately. Marcy Me, can you post pics of your new Pelicans? The Goat Girl, woohoo! David, in and out, check your mic cable and connection. Yeah, it could be the cable, although I haven't changed anything. What I do is I'm going from my receiver via an extension into a USB-C cable, into a hub which goes via another extension over to my computer. I may have to see if I can simplify that. The problem is, because I've been trying to get everything, all the cables out of the way. So yeah, I'm going to have to think how I can simplify this because it's just not working. Tom, on and off again. The Goat Girl, could the charge or battery be low? No, I did check that before I start streaming. I have 100% on the transmitter, on the receiver, because it has to be plugged in all the time. And I've got, that had 78%, so just not sure why. I'll see what happens afterwards when I do my voice videos. James, sorry, I don't like the skeleton pens. Marcy Me to David, yes, I need to post pens until I can video. And we got a thumbs up. And David, there you go. Sounds back, and then we're back. Yeah, I've turned that down a little bit. Let me turn it down a bit more. I do like to be able to hear, because that's how I picked up that the sound had gone. Jim, I think Gary hitting his head fits the sound. Could well be. The Goat Girl to Marcy Me, what colour are your pelicans? Tony, having tried Jin Hao Pure Blue, lovely, well-behaved ink. I have ordered 5 more from Temu. Yeah, I've had a number of people say that the Jinhao inks are quite nice. We got a crying face there. David, any other opinions on the Laban 300 skeletons? Jim, yeah, exactly with you. Too many points of failure. Problem is, because I've only got an older, I've got an M1 MacBook Pro, so I've only got 2 USB ports on there, and I've got that many devices connected to it. I'll have to have a look at how I simplify it, because yeah, it gets ridiculous sometimes. Kiss my to Tony. Is that the ink Doodle Bud likes a lot? I think it's one he's used a bit. The girl, I'm no help. I don't know that pen. Tony, good luck troubleshooting that cable run, Gary. Yeah, absolutely. I think what I'm going to have to do is move all my cabling around. That's going to be today's job, I think. It was going to be doing some coding work. I think what I need to do is move things around. Maybe even look at upgrading one of my USB hubs to one of the really expensive ones, which would give me a lot more inputs. Kiss my, looking forward to both pics and video when you post them. And then, and Jim, has anybody bought a Jinhao Ultraflex from AliExpress? I'm tempted. I think it's a 919. I certainly haven't, so I can't really comment on that. So let's head on over to look at the iPhone camera. Yes, this one works. So not sure what's going to happen to my voice because I'm moving away from the webcam now. Hopefully I'll still keep, yeah, I'm still coming through, I can see that. So Bennu reached out to me a couple of weeks, or 2-3 weeks ago, asked me if I'd like to review one of their pens. So obviously I said yes. So during the week, this package arrived from Bennu. So we've got the normal Bennu box. I'm just going to open this up, take a look, see what we've got in here. So there's the lid. Let's lift this one out. We've got an ink cartridge, and then got the hamster bed in there. And in here we've got product care, just slowly, and then it's blank on the back. And then in there we have this other box. And in here we've got a pen. So let me try and work out how to get into this. There we go. So they sent me a message, so we had a little bit of backwards and forwards, and they said any particular one, and they mentioned a model they're trying to push at the moment. So I had a look on their website, had a chat with them, and they've very generously sent me this. This is a Bennu Haute, Haute, and this model is called Decadence. We've got squared sides, so it's not actually a round pen. I love this brown colour when I saw this on the website. I think there's some little bits of sparkle in there, not a lot. Really, really nice. This is a cartridge converter. So hopefully, there we go. There's the converter. Also, I would say, because most of it looks like it's plastic, I'm thinking with a little bit of silicone grease, you could potentially eyedropper this. I do like this material. It's the first time I've seen this pen. On here we've got, they said they were going to send me a medium nib. So here we've got that medium nib. That's a Schmidt nib. There we go. Hopefully the camera's picking this up. But I do like this material. This is so nice. I like the body as well because it's a slightly different shape. So anyway, I'll put that down because otherwise I'll spend the whole day looking at it. Let me go back to the webcam. So thank you so much to Bennu for sending that. I'm going to be filming tomorrow my first impressions of it, and I'm actually going to release that on, aiming to release that on Friday. Reason I'm doing it so well, quick isn't the word, but the reason I'm doing it like that is obviously we're coming up to the holiday buying season. So it'd be nice to get that out for people to have a look at it. So yeah, thank you so much to Bennu, and look for that video coming on Friday. The other thing that arrived this week, my nightmare's over. I've now got my teal ink vent calendar. There we go. So everything's in for ink vent, which means that I think a week on Monday I'm going to start filming them. I won't talk about anything that I discover until the 1st of December, when I'll be talking about the one for the 1st. You know, I don't want to put out spoilers, but just be aware I'm going to be starting to do that. So anything you want me to look at with the ink vent or the colour vent inks, just let me know in the next week or so, and I'll see if I can fit them into the videos. Back to the comments. So Tom to Jim, I ordered one, but I haven't got it yet. I'm thinking that's the Ultraflex on the Jinhao. David, I just found out about them and I get some wildly varying opinions on them, but it seems as though they are beautiful but have the occasional nib issues. But I can't find out anymore. The Goat Girl to Jim, the 9019 comes with a flex nib now. Oh, you have to excuse me. The Goat Girl to David, no reviews online just yet. Marcy Me, apricot, rose gold and white and another rose quartz. The Goat Girl to Marcy Me, oh beautiful, beautiful. Now Bernard, what's his name coming out there? If you're a certain age from the UK, you'll know that. What nib size, or did you get several? David to the Goat Girl, not much. Tony, not sure if it's not sure if it's doodle bud, might be fountain pen therapy. Lovely ink to use, 5 30ml bottles for under $10. That's brilliant value. Andreas, I've only got one Bennu, the Earl Grey from Goulet pens, but it's a great pen for the price. Yeah, the only one I had before this was the Bennu Talisman in Dragon's Blood. All the rest of them, to be honest, they were a bit sparkly for me, whereas this one, yeah, I mean, it's quite nice. It doesn't have the in-your-face sparkles. You know, this, you know, just from that first look I've had now, I'd be happy to take that to a business meeting, to anywhere, really. Murat, welcome to you, Murat. Hello, gentlemen, and well, don't forget the ladies. K. Rye, oh, pretty. Yeah, it definitely is. The Girl to David. Dan, could you ask an AI to find blog reviews, maybe? Andreas, Haute Decadence, very pretty. It is, I'll tell you. I'll say I've only had this a few, well, you saw when I opened it. I do like this shape, though, because it's not that usual round. I think that's quite different. Inertia, welcome to you, Inertia 4. That's one of the 2 Bennus that I want to get. Yeah, it's really nice. So I said my first impressions will come out on Friday. Marilyn, hi Gary, hi everybody. Welcome to you, Miss Marilyn, darling. Marcy Me to the Goat Girl, without checking, most likely broad nibs. It's been so long since I ordered in June, but I know me. The Goat Girl, that's a Bennu? Absolutely. I say they've got some sparkly ones in this model. It's very nice. And I'll keep showing it, I can't help it, sorry. Kiss my evening to Miss Marilyn, darling. We're going up, oh no. David, the well-appointed desk, thought they were beautiful, but that the nib is the only weak point. They also said that it was a smooth writer. Maybe it will be worth a shot. The Goat Girl, what model? That's the first Bennu I've ever liked. It is. It's really nice. I say I'm going to film the proper first impressions tomorrow, and that'll be out on Friday. And we've got some highs there. Marilyn, woohoo, Diamond ink vent, absolutely. We're getting close to that time of year. David, hey to Miss Marilyn, darling. Ricardo, welcome, Ricardo. Good morning, afternoon or evening. It's 8 Celsius in London. Sorry for being so late. I forgot about the time change. No worries there, Ricardo. Marilyn, which means that Gary is in the future, so just be aware he will spoil the day if you live in the US. Yeah, this is the one thing too that I struggle with. So obviously I'm not going to release it to the 1st of December, but there's about a 13-hour time difference between here and the east coast of the US. So it will actually come out on the Friday evening. Got to get my mind around this. On the Friday evening time zones. It'll come out on the evening before. So the first one will come out on the 30th of November at 8:30 p.m. No, 7:30. Oh, I don't know, about sometime in the evening of the 30th in the US. So just be aware of that. If you don't want spoilers, just do what I do when I get them. I add things onto a queue and I come back and watch it later. But yeah, it's just this horrible time zone thing. The girl to David, any chance of visiting a pen show to try? Jim, Grace of Wildly Imaginable has one of those Benus. Awesome. Yeah, I've seen a number of people reviewing them recently. So it's nice to be able to get in on the train with that. Sorry. K-Rai, I'm keeping my ink vent in the shipping box, so I'm less likely to cheat. December is a long way away. Yeah, as I said, because of the way I do my recordings, I'm going to be starting, I think it's the 10th of November, a week on Monday will be my first 3 days of the ink vent. And then the next 3 will be about a week later when I record it. I start recording so early, so I've got them all queued up, ready to go. So I just tried some recording. I've got a real frog in my throat today. Got hi there. The dog girl, thanks for the future warning. Yeah, as I say, what I do though with the thumbnail, you will not see the inks. You literally have to watch the video to see the inks. The thumbnail is the same picture on every single day of the ink vent ones, or my Inky Countdown as I now call it, and it's just a fairly generic video. I'm actually working on a thumbnail now. I think what it will be is a picture of the boxes, and then on there it'll say, my Inky Countdown and the day number. Because it's not right to spoil it for people, so I do give plenty of warning that there will be spoilers. Marilyn, hi to the girl. K-Rai, thanks for the reminders. The Penator, welcome to you. Wonders Unlocked has a review on the 9019 Ultraflex. I believe he's an Australian reviewer as well. The girl, we got a hi there. You always crack me up. And Jim got an Ahab, a Conrad, and a Nib Creeper. And we got a hi to Jim. Kiss my Bernard, somebody or other, wasn't it, Gary? Yeah, I can't remember his last name. It's Norfolk Turkey Farmer. Bernard. It's not Bernard Cribbins. Oh, I just can't remember his name. Sorry, that's a T just gone. And then beautiful. Marilyn, you have one or you want one, Jim? Jim, I've just got all 3 models. David, to the girl, the shows in our neck of the woods are over until next year, I think. Then kiss my to Jim, the strategy king. Marilyn, my 2 Grail pens are the Bennu Vodka on the Rocks. Is that the one which will loads and loads of silver, I think? And the Noodlers Conrad in Hudson Bay Blue. Yeah, I've heard that you've been on the lookout for one of those. David, hello to Ricardo. The girl, question about the Savannah Green and Terracotta Safari Special Editions. Be about $75 if they were real or more. I'm thinking I'm just nostalgic for old school Tupperware colours. So they did do a re-release of those a couple of years ago. And Hemingway Jones, in his Cool or Not Cool 3, had the terracotta version. So there might be, I don't know if any stores will still have them. I think they were a special edition, say 2-3 years ago. But yeah, be worth looking. The Goat Girl, that's one I was afraid of. Would you be able to try one at Dromgool's? Marilyn, I have no ability to deal with the wrapping, so I already unwrapped them, but I didn't look as much as possible. All I could see was the shimmer. Yeah, I'll be doing my unwrapping the inks during the week. What I'll do is I'll write down the names just so I can get them into my database. But yeah, I try and avoid looking at them. I have watched a couple of spoiler videos, just to give me an idea. But yeah, I do try and avoid them until nearer the time. Jim, another question. I saw FPR has a series of shimmering, sheening inks. Has anybody tried them? Again, I haven't. I'm very much on my, as we all know, my little bit of a thingamajiggy with Bob. David, the Goat Girl, interesting thought. The Goat Girl, you all have patience. The Goat Girl, try it. Kiss My Vernon Mayhew, that's it. I knew it was something, I just couldn't think what it was. I think you've got to be from the UK and been there at that particular time when they were doing those adverts. Marilyn, I have Gary Eves, ring the bell. Make sure it's set so you get notified when new videos come out. Absolutely. So that's what all the channels I subscribe to. I go through each morning looking at the videos, and then what I do is I add them to my watch later queue. Some ones which I might watch even later. Most normally like documentary type ones, I do have a separate playlist. And then all I do during the day is I play through that watch later queue. If that finishes, when I've still got stuff to do, then I go to the other playlist. Matthews or Manning, it was one or the other. Vernon Manning, wasn't he a comedian? A rather blue comedian? Matthews could be. Marilyn, I watch his whenever they come out, so I'm the first to cheat. Yeah, I don't blame you. I do that. So I'm watching Inquiring Minds live stream at the moment. Not one, obviously not now, but after this video is finished. Marilyn, you only have 3 models. Tony Binns, Bernard Matthews, the Turkey Man, that's him. Ricardo, hi, congratulations on the Mont Blanc. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Marilyn, so if anyone has a noodle as Conrad Hudson Bay Blue they are willing to part with, let me know. Absolutely. Kiss My, we've got a thanks there to Tony. Marilyn, I have one of every model, except the safety pen and the nothing pen. Ricardo to Marcy Me, hi, great, you finally got the Pelicans. Looking forward to the reviews. Kiss My to Gary, get Elaine to unwrap them and put them back in the box for you. No, nah, I'm really quite good. I don't really look too much at them. I'm there with my, well, these are a big pair. What I do is I raid Elaine's nail cutting box and get the little pair of scissors just to help cut them. Sorry, I should have highlighted that comment. It takes me about 20 minutes, and so I just slide it out, do that, and slide them all back in. I try to be good. Tony, hey Ricardo, enjoying the GMT time for Gary. Marilyn, Fountain Pen Revolution Galaxy Blue is amazing. Good idea. Kiss My, yeah, she might shout at me if I did that. If I asked to do that, I get accused of being lazy enough, I tell you. Marcy Me to Ricardo. Yeah, the beauty needs to be shared and adored, absolutely. Kiss My, I've won every decade or so. Marilyn, when you ring the bell, set it to all, then they pop up on your desktop, so you, desktop, so that you know that they're there. The Goat Girl, Kiss My, oh, I bet you have loads of great ideas. Stop being silly. Yeah, I have loads of ideas. The wife describes them as shitty usually. at your, or she'll say something like, "What planet are you on?" Ricardo, hi, welcome back from the States. How was the Bath Pelican Hub? In London, we had double the registered attendees than last year, around 160 people. Let me just there. And then turning to Ricardo, it was my first time as a hub master. Okay, that's all the comments. So let's head over for the pen of the week. So the pens for the week ending the 1st of November. The pen of the week was Fountain Pen Revolution. Not an ink, this is a pen. This is the Darjeeling. Very light filling pen, plastic pen. Loads of threads, so I'm guessing you could potentially eyedropper that. The threads seem to keep going and going. It's got one of those horrible push-pull nibs. Not a lot of ink left now, which is good. So this will be going into the clean-out pot. Got the fountain pen nib there, Fountain Pen Revolution medium nib. I quite like this. It's a really inexpensive pen as well, he says. Getting to his script. There we go. So let me just turn this around. Make sure I'm still in camera. So I'm just going to put FPR, Fountain Pen Revolution. And it's the Darjeeling. With a medium nib. Really nice writing, nice smooth nib. Price wise, approximately nearly almost about 37 Aussie dollars. The ink by Diamine. And it's Flame. Nice, I would say a dark orange heading towards red type ink to my eye. Let's say into the clean out pot. Next up, from Pilot, we've got the Pilot Custom 823. This is another pen, nearly out of ink, so this is going to go into the clean out pot. There we go. Very nice, I like this brown colour. And this one is a vacuum filling pen. And here we've got the nib on there. So we've got the Pilot. So we've got a broad 14 karat gold nib on there. Price wise, roughly about 514 Aussie dollars. Although I have seen this price vary depending where you get it from. The ink is by Diamine. And it's Brandy Snap. Really nice, I like this colour. Not got a lot of this ink left, which one was a good thing. I've been trying to use it up. So again, into the clean out pot. Next up, we've got the Platinum Preppy. Really cheap plastic pen. I think this is a pen I would recommend everybody should have a couple of these because they are really nice pens. They're very light, very, very affordable. All I do with this is I refill the cartridge. I do have a converter to put in here at some time. I've just never got round to it. I've also eyedroppered this quite a few times, so you can eyedropper it. Then we've got the nib. This is a 0.5. I always think the 0.5 is about a medium. So we've got here a that's got a broad nib. No, it hasn't. It's got I don't know, Gary, what are you doing? A 0.5. Price wise, they're now about $11.50 Aussie. You know, really cheap as chips. The ink, Diamine Bar Humbug. Again, very nice ink this. Up next, this is a pen I brought in this week because it replaced the Marjon M8, I think it was. Let's move this up because I notice I'm getting a bit low on the screen. There we go. So this is the Faber-Castell Hexe. Similar price-wise to a Lamy Safari. I just find this is far superior to the Safari. So just my personal thought, but I really like this. Whoops. That's embarrassing. The cartridge has come out. It's a cartridge, pen cartridge. You can get a converter for it. Let me try. Let me just try and get this out without getting ink all over the place. The joys of live streaming, I tell you. Just don't end up tipping ink. There we go. Pulled that out. First time that's happened to me, so I'm not sure what happened there. Get it out again. Okay, let's try again. So, this is a cartridge converter. You can buy a converter, you have to pay for that separately. All I do is I refill the cartridge that came with it. Very nice fit in the hand. Very similar shape-wise to what we're seeing with that Benu Heart, where it's like more square. So let's have a look at this. This is the price-wise. You're looking here about 46 Aussie dollars. So I say roughly in the same price range as a Safari or a Trisbee Eco. The ink is Diamond Good Tidings, which is a nice dark blue ink, but it's got a beautiful green sheen to it. Next up, we're going to jump over to China for the next one. This is the Pen BBS 323. This is in, I think it's that called Mocha. It's an aluminium pen with this beautiful brown finish. I love the shape of this. So again, another one, cartridge converter, loads of ink left in this one. Metal section can feel a bit slippy. Because I hold my pen so low, it doesn't really bother me, but it does feel quite slippy. Now we've got the Pen BBS nib on there. So we've got a fine nib on this one. Price wise, you're looking about 47 Aussie dollars. And then the ink by Diamine, and it's Pick Me Up. Another sheen in ink. This one, it's got a brown base colour, and again we've got a nice green sheen sitting on the top of it. Next door to China, or next door to mainland China, we've got Taiwan. So from Taiwan, we've got the Opus 88 Omar. Beautiful pen. This was a gift from a viewer. Very, very much appreciated it. It's a eyedropper pen. There is a shut-off valve. The material here is slightly transparent, but it's quite dark, so I can see the ink, but can't really enjoy it as I'm writing because it's a bit on the dark side. So this is the and this is a broad. Price wise here we're looking about 180 Aussie dollars. The ink Diamine Mint Twist. I was using this yesterday on some aerofil paper, and on that the chameleon in this really comes out. So this is a green ink, and hopefully you can see that. I can see it on the 8. It's got a really nice blue chameleon sitting on top of it. And on that aerofil paper I was using yesterday, oh my, was it nice. Then the final pen, again this is a new one that I brought in this week, that replaced, oh what did it replace? I can't remember. Let me look over there, see if I can spot it. No, I can't remember, but it replaced a pen that was there before this pen. Brilliant, isn't it, my logic there? Sailor Pro Gear Slim. This is blue-green nebula. Beautiful, I love this material. The pen's a bit small and a bit thin. I have to use it posted because I find it's just a bit too small for me. I can write a sentence or two with it unposted, but once I post it, it's a lot more comfortable. So there was the cartridge converter. Very nice. 14 karat gold nib on this. This is, in my whole collection, this is my favourite nib. So price wise here, we're looking about 355 Aussie dollars. Although I've not seen anywhere selling this particular material now. I think it was a limited or a special or whatever, a one-off colour that they did. The ink. Diamine Black Ivy. This to me is a very, very dark green ink. And sitting on top of that, there's this really nice green sheen. Just look at that Diamine Mint Twist again. Just look at that. Hopefully you can see it. We got, wow, look at that, where we got the chameleon coming through. Looks really nice. Go back over here. Put them scissors away so I don't cut myself. And then back to the comments. Marilyn, I also bought a new translucent Jinhao 20. I can't wait. Is the 20 the one of the clicky models? Clear or coloured? Marilyn, so Gary, tell me, have you tried the Ultraflex nib? What do you think? I have. Let me just get to it here. Where did I put it? There it is. Let's go back over to the iPhone, shall we? This was a gift from Miss Marilyn Darling. So I'm getting a little bit better with flex writing. I just have to remember to be gentle. You see there? There you are. Playing around writing the alphabet a bit there, but yeah, really, I've used this quite a few times. I'm trying to think of something I want to use it for, because I'm trying to do things that, as you find out when the video comes out in December, I'm trying to do things that are a bit more creative at the moment. The girl to Gary, sometimes our closest loved ones don't necessarily see the value of our brilliant ideas. You can always share your ideas with us. Yeah, I do sometimes, and I say I've got. You'll find out I say when this video comes out in December, which is my 10 life statements for 2026. I'm going to be asking for a lot of ideas based off that. Jim to Miss Marilyn Darling, I got the black transparent 20 and the Stormtrooper ivory white black clip and trim. So you got Stormtrooper and Darth Vader in one there. Kiss my to Marilyn, hope you get a good one. First one's usually golden, then you buy 6 that aren't. Yeah, that can be the problem with Jinhao. Although so far, most of the time, better go back to the webcam, shouldn't I? I've been lucky. Marilyn, I'll have an extra fine, a fine and a medium. Now if we could get Jinhao to make a broad Jinhao 10 or 20 retractable nib unit, I would be so happy. Absolutely. David, right now Amazon has Pilot 823 for about $320 US. Just going back to, there we go. Jim, I've got an extra fine nib in the Stormtrooper That is the best extra fine I've ever gotten. Very wet writer. Yeah, that's one of the things that puts me off a lot of Chinese pens is the fact that they're just extra fine or fine. Marilyn, Platinum 02 is extra fine, 03 is fine, and 05 medium. Cool, thanks for that, Marilyn. It's something, you know, there was somebody who was insisting that the 05 was a fine about 18 months ago. But yeah, I always do think of it as a medium. Kiss My, one of the golden ones, treasure it. The girl, ooh, that's what I want for Christmas. Jin how to make a broad nib. Yeah, absolutely. That's the thing with Asvine I've noticed. They've got a nice selection of nibs now. Jim, the fine is pretty good as well. That's not good from Marilyn. Marilyn, I've seen 3 people have that problem with the Faber-Castell Hexo now. See, it's the first time it's happened. I've not had that issue in the past. So it could have been maybe I was a bit too gentle when I pushed in the converter. But I mean, I've been using that pen on this fill for about, well, 2-3 weeks. So yeah, not sure. Marcy me, silly me. I have a purple platinum preppy with a cracked barrel that I wrapped with Scotch tape. It's a school pen that I don't want to worry about losing while using. Absolutely. I don't blame you. I haven't done so much that with my pens yet. I've not had that problem. But yeah, amazing what's the saying? If it moves and it shouldn't, gaffer tape. And if it doesn't move and it should, WD-40. Jim to Marilyn Darling, I like my Lamy necks more than the Faber-Castell Hexo I have in silver. Yeah, I haven't tried the necks yet. I've seen it a couple of times. But I like the Faber-Castell Hexo. I don't know what it is with the Safari. It just doesn't click with me. Marilyn, I dropped my preppy on the floor of the stationery store I was going to buy it from, and it looked like a Fude pen. And the lady was like, get another. And I said, no, I'll keep this one. It looks cool. Absolutely. Don't blame you. I mean, sometimes it's the looks which are more important than the actual writing experience, I think. You know, it all comes into the experience of the pen. Marcy me, I also have several black preppy pens in various nib sizes. So affordable. Yeah, I've got some other ones here in my box of boxes. I've got a red one here. That's got the 03 on. I've got this yellowy green one. And this has actually got the highlighter nib. I don't use a highlighter that often, so I very rarely use that. I do have another one. I'm not sure where it is, but that's also got a highlighter nib on it. And I think that's inked up over there somewhere, but I'm not certain because it's that long since I used it. David to Marcy me. I'm just looking at my previews. I've got one, which is what you're all seeing, which is, I would say, about 20 seconds behind me. But on the preview in YouTube Studio, it's showing a preview from like when I was showing the Opus 88 Omar. So it's well behind. Anyway, sorry. I'm looking for pens to give to my kids. How well do the preppies hold up? I think they're good. I think at the price, I think they're really good. They don't come with a converter, but they do come with a cartridge. And the cartridge, not sure for kids, but you know, the cartridge, yeah, but it has to be a platinum cartridge. That's the only thing. Marilyn to Jim, my favourite pen is one without lumps and bumps in the grip section. I like a round section, so my favourite Lamy is the Studio in matte black because it has a rubberized grip section. The girl, does your bent nib preppy write like a Fude? And then Ricardo, hi, my Hexo hasn't given me any troubles yet. Yeah, that was the first time I've had that issue. Easy enough fix though. Marcy me, yes, we can push the limits with the preppy. And Marilyn, to the girl, it was bent in the wrong direction and I fixed it. The girl, I sure admire your pen fixing skills. I do. I do want to. I've got the stuff now to grind a nib. I just need to get around to having the time to sit and play. And I think if I'm going to do it, I need to do it outside because I guess it could get a bit messy. Jim, I love my Opus 88 with the whales and ocean theme. I keep it inked with golden lapis. Never fails and very wet. Yeah, that Opus is... The only downside with it, it holds so much ink, doesn't it? It just keeps going and going. The girl to Marcy Me. Doesn't the Preppy come in a purple and a super bright pink ink? It comes in loads of different colours now. And then they've got the special editions, the WA, W-A. They are a little bit more expensive though, I think. I mean, I've had that Preppy 5 years, and I use it quite often. As I say, I've eyedroppered it, I've done all sorts with it, it's still going fine. Marilyn, I watched one video about 8 years ago by Pierre Gustavus PG. Now I'm not afraid of taking any of my pens apart, which I do not recommend for the novice. Yeah, I was cleaning some pens out the other day. I have loads of inked pens, so I'm trying to get that down because what I'm planning to do during my ink countdown is fill a pen with each of the inks. So I'm trying to get my inked pens down to like next to nothing. So I've been cleaning them and in things of like 10s. So I did 11 pens the other day. My son was stood next to me, my 28 or 29, one or the other. It's a number. He was stood next to me and he was saying, I didn't know your pens came apart like that. And all I was doing was taking the bodies off and the caps off. I said, yes. I said, and just watch this one because it was one. I just got hold of the nib and feed and pulled it out. And he was a bit gobsmacked the fact that I'd pulled it all out because I'm not known as being very handy. But yeah, with my pens, I especially now I play around quite a bit. I do tend to just use the cheaper ones though, because if I screw up an expensive pen, I will not be happy. Marilyn, I love my mint twist. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I say on that Urifill paper, I was so surprised with it. Jim, I changed the grip section of my special edition Brown Studio from the slippery chrome to the rubberized grip section. Kiss my to Marilyn, you'll have no issues with Jinhao 20, so might need a bit of nib tweaking if it dries out after a day. Yeah, I say with Jinhaos, you don't mind because they're not exactly expensive pens. Marcy Me, the Preppy pens are great but brittle in my opinion. I've never tried a Shark, but the Pilot Varsity pens are great. The only downfall is that they're disposable. Yeah, so that's Jay. He says turn his back and he's got no mic on today. Just got to find the right thing. Last year in my Inky Countdown, Elaine did buy me a Shark. There we go. This is another good one for kids because it's like very kiddish. Got a nice little thing there. Now somehow this does come off. There we go. So we've got a converter in there. And yeah, it writes nicely. There we go. I do like the Shark on there. So that might be a good one for kids as well. And again, very, very inexpensive. I'll just pop these over there, put them away later. Got to get that bloody mic sorted today, I tell you. Ricardo to Marilyn. Lost me comments. Lamy sells the rubberized grip separately with a nib attached. I got one from my studio in blue. In the end, I found the shiny grip wasn't as slippery as it looked. Big thank you there to Jim. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very, very much appreciated. Marilyn, one thing I like about Noodles pens is if they are railroad and you can pull the feed just a teeny weeny out so it's more towards the tip of the nib and make it wetter. I think I heard you saying that yesterday, or was it yesterday? I'm sure I heard you saying that earlier in the week. David, to Marcy Me, okay, thanks. I've been ordering Jinhao 905/6s for them, but it's getting a little expensive. I appreciate the info. I'm actually filming on tomorrow or Wednesday, I'm not sure which day, a showdown between these, which is the Continental All-American and the Jinhao 9056. Very, very similar in terms of shape. So that's going to be an interesting one. Although the Jinhao does have a medium cursive italic nib on it. It doesn't have the nib that came with it. Sorry, 1 minute. Marilyn, Ricardo, exactly. That's the way to go. I have no idea why someone would want to get the aluminium grip section. They're so slippery. Okay, right. A broad Jinhao would be fab. Absolutely, I'd be buying some more Jinhaos. I've got loads of Jinhaos though. There we go. Marilyn, right, K. Rye. The Goat Girl, a Jinhao double broad would be heaven on earth. Absolutely. David, a pen doctor travelled all the way from Madrid to fix my broken Spanish pen, my broken fountain pen. I didn't expect her. Nobody expects the Spanish ink physician. Oh, brilliant. I love that, David. Marilyn, I got a tool to fix my retractable pen nib units because mine were leaking sense. I got the tool. I fixed all my retractable pen Pilot VP type nib units. Yeah, the only one I've tried, like the retractable ones, is the Marjon A1, which I was quite disappointed with. The girl, does Asfine make a broad nib? I heard the V800 is great. I'm not 100% certain. I don't know if they do make a broad nib or not. I don't recall seeing one. I have seen 1.1s and I've seen bent nibs, but I don't recall seeing a broad. Harry, hey there, Gary. Welcome to you, Harry. Just tuning in for the stream. Welcome to you. Marcy, me. Thought I'd broken something else then. So, David, we need to connect. I can ship many unused pens to you, including a Pilot Varsity set. Now we've got some emoji pictures and some more emoji pictures, which I'm not very good with emoji pictures. I'm not a picture person. People often say that a picture is 1,000 words. I look at a picture and think, what the heck is that? When I used to read a lot of reports when I was working, they'd be putting pictures in, and I would say to them, I would go to them and say, what the hell does this mean? They'd put graphs in, but it's not clear what the graph means. And they'd just tell me what it says. Put it in words. Don't put it in stupid pictures that have nothing associated with them. But that's just me. I'm a text person. Marilyn, I don't like cleaning the Platinum Preppy. I would recommend the Pilot Kakuno because you can pull the nib feed and clean it real easy. K. Rye, to Miss Marilyn, darling, are you a Time Team fan? I certainly am. I've watched this week about 4 episodes of Time Team. For years I've loved Time Team. I mean, even when we lived in the UK, we used to watch Time Team. There was one episode, we were a bit disappointed. We didn't realise they were filming it. They were filming about 10 minutes from where we lived. If we'd have known, we'd have gone and actually watched it. Not for the whole 3 days, but we would have gone along. ZZ Hooky, hello Mr. Gary, welcome to you ZZ Hooky. Marilyn, all you need is a paper clip and pliers to twist it about to get that Pilot cartridge door to come out. Then you have a pen friend for life. Then we've got another hi here. Ricardo, WD-40 is good for bike chains. It should never be used in precision instruments like cameras, watches or typewriters. It would just gum up everything in time. Yeah, I'd say that saying was no joke that we used to have. Yeah, and the other thing was sometimes if it doesn't move and it should, use a hammer. K. Rye, I agree with the Preppy. It's hard to clean completely. Yeah, what I tend to do is I just chuck it in my ultrasonic cleaner. Marilyn, try the Pilot Metro, the Kakuno, the 78G Plus, the Prera. I always struggle with that word. Pull the nib feed on those. Give it a go before you mess up an expensive pen. You won't lose a lot of money. Absolutely. Jim, I can take anything apart. It's the putting it back together that I struggle with. Yeah, I completely agree with you there. Marilyn, you can refill the pilot Varsity, but it takes some grip and force to get that nibber unit out. And make sure you do it in bad clothes outdoors so you don't make a mess. Absolutely. That's why I say with the grinding, I might try it this summer when I can get outside. But it's all portable. Do you know what I might try? I might try going down to the local park, taking the camera and making sure that this bloody mic's working, and do a recording of me doing it. You know, my first time trying something. So it may work out, it may not, but it might be an interesting video. That's just a thought. Just make a note. Okay, so this note I've just written needs to be reworded because I've just realised what it's saying. So I've just written a note to myself: grinding video in local park. That could be taken multiple ways, some of which may end up with you being arrested. Jim, the Varsity can be refilled a couple of ways. Ricardo, I've got a small bulb for the platinum that came in a cleaning kit. It makes it easier to clean a preppy. Absolutely. David, the Jinhound 9056 is an amazing pen for the price. Marcy Me, I assumed as much but haven't experimented yet. Marcy Me, friends, if you're currently watching, please give Gary a thumbs up. Yeah, please hit that thumbs up button. I'm terrible at remembering these stuff. I should make a note and put it somewhere for me to read as I'm doing this. Tom, hello again. I've just been listening and cleaning pens. Only one to go. Yeah, I listen to podcasts out, or I take my iPad out and watch some YouTube videos when I'm cleaning my pens. ZZ Hooky, I just stored a Mont Blanc 221P and I'm happy. Awesome. It's always nice to get a nice pen. Ricardo, we got a thumbs up. Then we got a nice there from the Goat Girl. Jim, you just need gripping material to pull the nib and pliers with vinyl on the jaws to keep from damaging the feed. Yeah. So what I've got is these. They're actually big sheets that I cut down. So I've got a couple of those in my cleaning tray. I've got loads of them all over the place. But yeah, just grab it and then gently you can pull it out. Oh, pardon me. Marilyn lol, don't go grinding in the park. Absolutely. ZZ Hooky, is it a screw-in nib? Some are. Yeah, some you can, but other ones it's just as easy to pull it out. We've got there, I don't know, some kind of fake picture. Marcy Me, to Jim, thanks. I do have the Goulet grip and I use rubber bands for grip materials. We got a thumbs up there. David, I just sold one, but they are a nice pen. Again, we've got a thumbs up. Then from Jim to Marcy Me, there's also a video from 10 years ago for easy filling of a Varsity uses a vacuum method. Right, so with that, let's head on over and look what's going on with the channel. Come on, Gary, where is it? There. I think I'm going to have to rearrange these buttons because I'm struggling to find some of them. So last week's video. On Monday we had 5 reddish pens. I'd say a very, very broad approach to the colour red. But I thought it was nice. I tried to do like a spread of different pens from different manufacturers, different price points. So yeah, I enjoy doing these 5 pens. That's why you see so many of them, I think. Wednesday, that was the wrap up of October. That's where I ranked the pens. This was a really difficult month because all my Australian pens, I love my Australian pens. Yeah, it was very, 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 very difficult to rank those. Friday, we started with the introduction of November's Use Me Up pens. So I've already used 2 of them. I think I've got a 3rd one nearly gone. The whole idea this week, or this month, is to use up as many pens as I can. Get them empty, get them cleaned out. As I say, I'm trying to clean out virtually every single inked pen I've got because I'm going to be filling pens during my inky countdown. So that's That will be 49 pens I'll be inking up during that month. Yeah, so I need quite a few empty ones as well. I don't know where I'm going to put them all when they're inked up, but yeah, I've got 49 pens to go. And then yesterday, Saturday, my time, was the Ask Me Anything. So for members, they got the November edition. For non-members, they got the May edition. Coming up this week, on Monday, we've got the Hondian N8 versus the Conklin All-American Showdown. So I've got a few showdowns with the All-American coming up. So this one, I went for this because they're both white pens. So I thought that's enough to have a comparison. Wednesday is what I'm calling my forever pens. So these are pens that I would keep forever. May not be the greatest pens, may not be ones that I would, say are my best pens, but these are the ones that I would keep, no matter what. And then Friday, as I said earlier on, we've got the first impressions of the Bennu Hort. That's the Decadence model. That's one that we unboxed earlier on in the stream. So I'll be filming that first impressions tomorrow to go out on Friday. Now, butts of the week. So I finished Tad Williams' Tail Chaser's Son. I quite enjoyed it. It was quite nice. So I was just having a mouthful of cordial. I got a lump of ice in my mouth. So yeah, it was good. I liked the way that it was essentially focusing on cats as the main characters. I really enjoyed it, and the more it went on, when it got towards more of the fantasy elements, I really enjoyed that. And then I started reading the Bloodfire Quest, which is book 2 of The Dark Legacy of Shannara by Terry Brooks. I'm about 40% of the way through that. Again, I'm really enjoying it. I like Terry Brooks' style. Really looking forward to finishing that, which will be finished during the week. And then I'll most probably swap to another Anne Cleeves, so it'll be another crime book. So that's the books for the week. I thought might as well, but I'll pop up my lower third. So there you've got the link to the Discord. And also there I've got a affiliate code now with Atlas Stationers, although it's only going on till the end of the year because they're changing their affiliate program then. But that's there. Back to the comments. Let me just take that off because otherwise you won't see the comments. Jim to Marcy Mitty. There's also a video. Oh, I've already done that one. K-Rai to Tom. I've been cleaning the kitchen. It's so nice to have something fun to listen to while doing chores. Yeah, when I'm doing stuff around the house, I often listen to podcasts. I do love me podcasts as well. I'd love to do a pen podcast. Problem is, it's not, to me, a podcast isn't something for a single person. So you need to have at least 2. Ideally, I actually think the ones where there's 3 hosts are usually the best, but 2 you get away with is quite good. I'd love to do one because I think there's a lot there that can be talked about, and because it's audio only, I say so. It's something I'm interested in doing, but I just don't know anybody who's willing to give the commitment because it has to be regular. It can't be something you do, once in a blue moon. It's got to be something either weekly or fortnightly to make it worth doing. But yeah, it's something I've been thinking about. Marilyn, the pilot varsity has a very stiff to remove nib unit. You can't just pull it. It needs pliers and a grip. Jim, I don't have that much trouble. Marilyn, I tried to remove one. It's like trying to remove the nib unit on my pilot petite 1. It was very difficult. Marilyn, happy November. Only 1 more month till Christmas time. Woohoo. And if you're interested, it's 53 sleeps till Christmas. Jim, to Marilyn,
Here's what I found.
Jim, to Marilyn, Goulet Pence has a video on how to refill the varsity. I've refilled a few using his instructions. David, I asked my pen why it never moves. It wrote, sorry, I'm stationary. I always get stationary or stationary mixed up. Marilyn, I will be participating in 30 inks in 30 days this month. Is anybody else participating? No, I won't be because, really, you know, all because of Inkvent. I might try and do it sometime next year though. Marilyn, lol to David, then lol there from Ricardo. Tony, before I forget, I had a Canopus 80 notebook delivered this week. Nice paper and supposed to be the replacement for Cosmo Airlight. Yeah, I've used all my Cosmo Airlight paper that I had. I'm quite into the Irrifle paper at the moment. I'm really enjoying that. Marilyn, to Jim, I gifted my varsity to a roommate. Marilyn, I'd love to be on talking about ink. And then David, nice there to Tony. That's all the comments for the moment. So membership's available. If you're able to help support the channel, very much appreciated. Head on over to my YouTube page and there you'll see a button marked called join, I think it is. Clicking on that will then allow you to join as a member, and anything that comes in from membership just goes towards supporting the channel, to buying new pens, buying new equipment, hopefully buying bloody mics that work with cables that work. Ooh. So yeah, anything people are able to do to help support the channel, very, very much appreciated. As I called out earlier, Jim, for that super thanks. Brilliant, thank you so much. It's very, very much appreciated. Please hit the thumbs up button every time you like, every time you comment, just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. Less than 50% of people that watch my videos are subscribed. So please just hit that subscribe button. That means when I release a new video, especially if you hit the bell, you get informed about them. So then you can catch all the videos as they come out. I say, my way of doing it, I just add them all to a watch later queue and then I watch through that during the day. Anything else? I'm terrible with all this bloody crappy salesy stuff. I don't like doing it. But I know you have to do it these days. Back to the comments. We've got thumbs up there. We've got a join both from Marilyn. Jim, have a great coming week, everyone. Marilyn, you sound just fine. I never liked those wireless mics. They always are difficult to deal with, and sometimes they die and leave you in the wind. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the things. Elaine says I'm a bit anal, but I have backups for everything. So when I'm doing my normal videos, I've got usually 2 cameras going, 3 sound recordings. When I do this, I make sure I've got at least 2, if not 3 different mics ready to go. So yeah, I do try and do that. Tony, good night all. Thanks, Gary. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everybody. Andreas, thank you, Gary. The Goat Girl, ooh, a new pen collab live. Gary and Miss Marilyn talk pens. Kiss my, have a great week all. Thanks, Gary. Andreas, take care all. ZZ Hooky, hit the bell or it will unscribe you. David, blessings all week, everyone. Go with God. Ricardo, gents and ladies, have a great week. The Goat Girl, we've got there, take care. We've got some pictures there from Marcy Me. Let me do my refresh. Okay, so let me put that back up. Marilyn, good night, everyone. I hope you have a great week. So I'll leave the comments open whilst the outro plays. So thank you all. See, without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you, everybody. And I'll talk to you again soon.